If you've ever thought, I'll start living like her once I've signed the clients, hit the income, finally sorted the schedule, this one's for you. Because I spent a long time waiting for the right version of my life to begin. And then one week, I tried something completely different. I decided to practice being her today with exactly what I have right now. By the end of this week, something shifted that I genuinely wasn't expecting. So here's what happened. I caught myself saying, when I hit my income goal, I'll slow down. When I have more clients, I'll invest in the things I love. And when life feels more settled, then I'll start living the way I actually want to live. And I realized I've been treating my current life as a waiting room. Like the real version was coming. Like this was just a rehearsal. So this week I ran a little experiment. Before every decision, I asked myself this one question. What would the woman I'm becoming choose here? Not the perfect version of me. Not some future Holly that has it all figured out. Just the next version. The one who's a little more intentional, a little more grounded, a little more at home in her own life. That's it. That's the whole experiment. And what I discovered surprised me. I used to think discipline meant working longer, staying at my desk until the work was done, whatever time that turned out to be. Now I think it means protecting my focus, deciding in advance what actually matters today, and not letting everything else crowd it. So before I open a single email, I write 3 things, just 3. Not a to-do list, but 3 intentions for the day. The 3 things that, if I do nothing else, mean today counted. It sounds almost too simple, but simple things done consistently are how women like us actually build our lives. When I sit down for a discovery call now, I'm not scrambling. I know exactly what I'm there to do. I know what kind of conversation I want to have, and I know how to hold space without pressure. That sense of calm was not something I was born with. It's a habit that I built over time. Really just one prepared call at a time. And that's the whole point of this episode, right? The woman I want to be isn't waiting somewhere out in the future. She's being built right here in the ordinary Tuesday decisions that no one else sees. I used to rush through these moments trying to get back to the real work, as if the kitchen and the groceries were in the way of my actual life. But this week, I kept asking, what if this is my real life? What if how I move through an ordinary Tuesday is actually building the woman I'm becoming? There's something that happens when you stop treating the domestic parts of your day as obstacles and start treating them as part of the life you're intentionally creating. The whole day starts to feel different, more like yours. I'm not saying fold the laundry and your business will transform, but I am saying the energy you bring to the small things tends to be the energy you bring to everything. Okay, so here's where I want to get a bit more honest with you, because I think this part really matters. There's this belief that I've been quietly carrying around for quite some time, and I only really noticed it this week. I genuinely believed that rest was something I had to earn, that if I hadn't done enough, hit the numbers, signed the clients, ticked the list off, I didn't deserve the quiet evening, didn't deserve to just be. That one took me a little longer to unlearn than I care to admit. And what I've been replacing it with is this. My value is not in my output. The woman I'm building isn't measured by productivity. She's measured by how intentionally she lives her whole life, not just the parts that show up on the revenue report. The practical thing I changed this week was small. Before I close my laptop each evening, I write out one thing that I'm proud of that day. Not the biggest win, just something that's deeply honest. It takes about 30 seconds, and honestly, it's changing the way that I feel about my own progress. So the thing that surprised me, I expected this week to feel productive, but I didn't expect it to feel peaceful. I think I'd forgotten that those 2 things can actually coexist. Today's life didn't look extraordinary. There was no big launch, no dramatic moment, no breakthrough that would make a good caption. Just tea, client prep, meditation, and cooking dinner, and choosing again and again to be a little more intentional than yesterday. But maybe that's exactly how extraordinary lives are built, one quiet decision after another. If you're in a season of building, and I think if you're watching this, you probably are, I just want you to know something. The life you're creating, it's happening right now, not later, not once you've hit the goal or signed the client or finally feel ready. Now, you're already building her. Before you go, I want to leave you with this one question for you to sit with this week. What's one decision that your future self will thank you for making today? Not a sweeping big life change, just one small, honest decision. Drop it in the comments. I genuinely love reading them. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend, someone that you know could really hear this message today. We're building something really grand here, and every woman that you bring into this space, it becomes that much more richer for it. Next week, I'm trying something completely different. I'm going to romanticize my entire work week and genuinely find out if beauty can influence my days and actually change the way I work. I'll see you then.